guys, Marcy here, and today I'm going to share with you my springtime drugstore haul. So I know I look crazy right now. I'm sorry, I just really don't feel very good. Honestly, I don't even have foundation on. I just threw some crap on me and that was that. But I do want to touch on some of what's on my face right now at the end of this video, and it has a lot to do with the stuff I got from the last haul. I do have one MAC thing in here, but I did just want to throw it in just because it was one thing. But everything else besides the MAC thing is all drugstore. Drugstore went crazy these past couple weeks with sales. So that's where I got most of this from. And with that said, we are going to start with Milani. So I can't believe I never had this product and everyone constantly raves about it. I was looking at it and looking at it and looking at it for like months now, and I just never picked it up. I finally got it, and I am talking about the Luminoso blush. Now this is a baked blush. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with it, but this is just an absolutely beautiful peach color. As you can see, it has that shine in there. You lift up the blush part and then you have a brush and a little mirror as well. This is like, everyone talks about this, and I don't know why I never bought it. It is truly just a beautiful color. Absolutely beautiful. There's not glitter in it, but it shimmers, like it's very luminescent, hence Luminoso, and it is just really truly a gorgeous color. CVS had a buy one get one 50% off for Milani, so I did also pick up this. This is one of their new Everyday Eyes eyeshadow. This one in particular is in number 5, Earthy Elements. So you open it up and it is just a very neutral quad. You have some shimmers. These two right here are mattes, this reddish color and this brown. They are a little bit chalky, but they are very pigmented and beautiful, beautiful colors. Oh man, that was a bad swatch. Bad swatch on my part. Like, this big little shimmer is probably the weakest one out of the bunch. There's not really a lot going on with this one, but I think this is supposed to just be like a brow highlight. But really, they all are very beautiful colors, and you even get this little dual-ended brush, which actually I tried it and it's not that bad. It's really not. It's not great for packing on shadow because it is so flimsy and both sides are kind of tiny. For crease work or like blending, it does a pretty good job. I was really impressed. So this is like 10 bucks in drugstores. This is about 10 bucks in drugstores. So for 15 bucks, I got these two. Really, I like them a lot. So that was it from Milani. The next thing I got is this L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. So it looks like this, and I'm sure you guys have seen this, and a lot of people are saying that this is a dupe for the Becca Backlight Primer. Now, I do not own the Becca one, and I just got this one, but I was intrigued because everyone was saying that. This, you get less than an ounce in here, and I think this is about $12 or $13. For a drugstore primer, for considering the amount you're getting, that is a little pricey. It is a little pump, so you pump it out. You don't need a lot at all. And as you can see, it's very luminous and pearlescent. And then you rub it in, and it kind of just gives you that natural Trini. And it kind of just gives you that natural, highlighty, you know, luminous glow to your skin. I don't mind this. I do only apply it in areas that I want my face to be highlighted. So I will only use it like on my nose or my temples and my upper cheekbones and stuff like that. I will not put this all over my face, and this also does not help with minimizing pores. You would still need a pore minimizing primer to do something like that. I don't really know if you would want to put this all over your face, especially if you're oily, because then you're just gonna like glow everywhere, and I don't know. It works well. I just don't know if I would really brand this as a primer, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So if you do have this and you have used the Becca Backlight Primer, let me know down below if it really is a dupe for that or not. So the next thing I got is this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. There are 2 shades to this. This one in particular that I have is in the darker shade of the 2, and it is called Bronzer. If you have not picked this up yet, it smells so incredibly good. Like, I want to eat it. I just want to smell this all day. Like, if you could turn this into a perfume and just spray me with it, we're good. It smells like tropical coconut it smells so good. If you do not like the smell of coconut or like a very tropical smell, you are not going to like this at all. Those of you that do like it, it is amazing. Now it does have the little typical grooves in it. Like I said, this is the darker of the two. And it is just a very nice light matte bronzer. There is a tiny bit of shimmer in it, but nothing that I'd get overly concerned about. And like I said, these are on the lighter side. Those of you with Mediterranean skin tones, this may not work for you because this is the darkest one. You know, typical underneath it, you do get the mirror, and then you get this. Usually they put a brush of some kind in with their products, but for some reason they turned it into just like a sponge. I'm not sure why, because I did try using it. It doesn't blend worth a damn, to be quite honest. It just mucks stuff up. So I don't know why they would put in a little sponge thing, especially like this, because quite frankly, it just doesn't work. But this does work. It looks beautiful. It smells absolutely amazing. And the packaging, you know, standard physician's formula, it's to die for. Next, I want to talk about Revlon, and these are the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights. There is, I think, 1 or 2 more colors, but I got these two. This one is number 300 Peach Light, and this one is number 400 Bronze Light. So essentially, these are just liquid highlighter bronzers. I'll open up Peach Light for you guys first. So you just twist the cap open, and it just a very little bit will just come out. You don't have to go crazy with it. And there it is on my skin, and I will just blend it out for you guys. And there you go. So very similar to the Lumi. It just gives a very nice like tinted liquid highlight luminous effect to the skin. So this one I like to apply if I am going to use a powder highlight to my face. I like to put this on first, just dab it on in the areas that I want it, and then put the powder highlight over on top of this, and it just gives a really nice effect. Now for the bronzer, same deal. You just twist the cap open, let some drop on your hand or wherever it is that you're going to apply it. There it is, and just blend it in. Now obviously this is very dark and it is luminous, so you would not want to use this to contour. Again, women with dark skin, this is going to be nice as a highlighter on you probably. How I like using this, however, is I like taking it and just putting some of it in a foundation that is just too light for me now, or a foundation that I'm really almost done using, and I like mixing some of this in with one of those two kinds of foundations. Once you apply that foundation onto your face with this mixed into it, it just gives you a very nice glowing warmed up look, like you've been, you know, laying in the sun on the beach all day. So I do like mixing this with foundation, and it just gives a really nice natural effect. This one I just like using mixed in with my highlight, and these I found on clearance at Kmart for 25 cents, guys. I know these have been around for a little bit now, but they're definitely still at drugstores like CVS, Walgreens for whatever, $13, $14, whatever it is for these. Guys, they're at Kmart for a quarter on their clearance rack. So go pick them up. Alright, I got a new Wet n Wild gel nail polish. This one is in Flying Colors, which is a little bit surprising because it is just white. I always pick up a white nail polish. I just think that if you wear nail polish on a regular basis, you really need a white polish, whether it be nail art, whether it be to use as a base coat so colors come through more opaque, whatever you need to use it for, it's just always good to have. Wet n Wild's been doing a lot of $1 off coupon specials for these, and these are only like $4 or $5 anyway. So once you put the coupon into effect on top of whatever points or whatever else you're doing with the drugstore, these end up being really affordable, and they are pretty darn good. So the next group of things I want to talk about are all from NYX. Again, NYX was killing it at the drugstore. One week they were buy one get one 50% off, and then the week after that, the entire NYX line, everything in it was 25% off. So, I mean, people just went crazy at my local CVS and pretty much just cleaned house. But I did manage to get some things. I'm going to share them with you now. I did get a new Q10 Renew Skin Elixir and Primer. I talked about this in one of my last favorites videos. I really like using this as a base before my primer and foundation. It does just kind of make that really nice moisturizing barrier on your skin, and it also dries down pretty tacky, so your foundation and your primer will stick to it much better. White primer that just blends right out. I just really like this, so that's why I got it again. A new thing that I picked up is the NYX Pore Filler. So it looks like this. It actually comes in a little box. I've heard this compared to Benefit Professional. Now, I have used the Professional in the past, and while it does look and feel kind of similar, I don't really think they are that similar. It works, kind of. It does cover pores, but it doesn't fill in pores like I think the Professional does. And it does feel still very silicone-y and slippery, very similar to the original Smashbox. And I'm on the fence about this. I'm not sure if I like it or not yet, but we'll go through it and see, you know, how I feel at the end of it. The next thing I picked up is this NYX HD Finishing Powder. This one is in the mint green color, just to help combat some of the redness on my cheeks. I use this when I set the area on my cheeks, and it really does do a very good job at taking away that whatever little redness is left over after you put on your foundation and concealer. I got this cute little eyeshadow. This one is in the color Mermaid, and it is so gorgeous, so pretty. So let me swatch this for you so you guys can see how gorgeous it really truly is. It's just, oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like a pearlescent, greenish, bluish, aquaish color. This doesn't do it any justice. There you go. You might see it a little bit better now. But you can see it's very like pearlescent, metallic. It's absolutely a gorgeous color. This is actually my first NYX eyeshadow purchase, believe it or not. And I'm really, if they're all like this, I am super impressed. Next, I just picked up another micro brow pencil. This one is in ash brown. And then I also got a new pencil sharpener. And then I got 2 new liquid suedes. Now, I do want to talk about these because I've tried both of them. I do like some of their colors, and some of their other colors, such maybe as these, are a little difficult to work with. So this really pretty corally one that kind of matches my shirt is in Life's a Beach. There is the color on my hand. It is showing up a little bit dark on camera, but for the most part it is just a very coral / orangey shade. This next one is called Stone Fox, and it is this dark, deep, like slate gray color, and there is Stone Fox. So he is pretty on. I have different problems with each of these. This one, for as absolutely beautiful as the color is, when you go to apply it on your lips, it is very streaky. It's really hard to get a nice, smooth, even fill on your lips using this. And it's kind of just the nature of the color. This is just really hard to work with on the lips. Unless you have like an exact or really close matching lip liner, and you line your lips and then totally fill your lips in with the lip liner and then go over with this. But even then, I feel that it would come up very streaky and patchy. It's just too thin of a formula, the color is too bright, and it's kind of just leading to disaster. Stone Fox is kind of the opposite. This is so dark that if it bleeds outside of your lip line, it looks terrible. Like, I shot an entire video the other week, and I just erased it and shot over it because I wore this and it started to bleed out at the corner of my lips. So then I have this like basically black color all around here. I looked like the Joker, basically. I looked like the Joker from Batman. It just kept meeting at the corners of my lips and then pushing out, and it was not a good look at all. So that is the problem with this one. They don't totally dry down completely matte most of the time. They do stay a little bit tacky, and they are not really made to be long lasting. They're meant to wear for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours tops, but then they really just start to crumble apart. So they are beautiful. They're great for like maybe if you're a lip artist, you know, to make cool designs and stuff like that. But this one is just too bright and too thin a formula, and it's very patchy. This one, because it is such a dark color, it's just very obvious when it starts to move around everywhere, and that was that. So that's everything I got from NYX. I also picked up this Dove Hair Therapy Volume Dry Shampoo. It does smell really, really, really good. I always like the Not Your Mother's, but I wasn't a fan of the scent of that one. This one has an amazing scent. However, it does tend to leave that like grayish white cast on your hair if you spray it too close or you don't, you know, rub it in or anything like that. So you just got to be careful with this one, but I have been liking it so far. Last, I picked up this beautiful MAC pigment from the Macari app. This one in particular is called Blue Brown, and I was actually wearing this on my last video, the Sephora and ColourPop haul, and that was what that dark, smoky, triangular outer corner area was. That was this pigment blended out with a little bit of black and gray. Here it is on my hand. It's kind of like a duochrome. It goes from blue to brown. It's not really swatching very well right now. I got it for $10 on that app, and it is just a gorgeous color. I actually watched someone do a tutorial using this blue brown and some other kind of pigment from a different brand, and it was such a beautiful eye look in the end. So I wanted to get these two. I'm trying to kind of buy everything so I can try and recreate that eye look, and that is why I got it. But that is everything I wanted to talk about for my drugstore haul. If you've used any of these products, let me know how you like them as well, or if you hate them, or whatever the deal may be. Now, I do want to talk about really quickly what is on my eyes right now, and I don't know if you can see that or not. The liner basically is the ColourPop gel liner in Puppy, and it is absolutely terrible. I would not buy this again. I don't know how the yellow one is yet. I did not try the yellow one yet. It's totally hard. You can't stick your brush in. It goes on very clumpy and uneven. I used a Sigma E65 brush to apply it, and it was just super dry, super clumpy, super uneven. I ended up going over it with a matching eyeshadow just to try and fix it because it was truly that awful. I don't know how people on YouTube make amazing pigmented liner out of this because it's crap. It's absolute crap. So I would not buy this again. I do have Zulu in my waterline. That nice, like, bright blue color. It did go on super creamy and smooth. I've really enjoyed Zulu thus far. I'm gonna leave it on and see how long it wears. I would not buy the ColourPop gel liner again. Especially if I try the yellow one and the yellow one does the same thing. Absolutely not. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. As always, if you like what I bring to YouTube every week, you can always just like this video and hit that subscribe button. I love you guys, and I'll see you later.